little bit, catch it again, and then we spin two hands. Spin two hands, and on the count of three, we're gonna do our behind move, forward and spin again. Right? You guys ready? Ready. Everybody say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, ready. Going up, don't go too high. Ready and go. Two hands, spin. Everybody. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Move to it. Bounce with it. 1, 2, and 3. Behind you. Forward and spin again. On the count of three, throw it up and catch it again. 1, 2, and 3. Choo-hoo-hoo. Everybody say fire!
Miles south-southwest of the Hawaiian Islands. It takes another 5 hours plane ride from Honolulu all the way to Samoa. It is politically divided into two countries, two governments. Eastern side, known as American Samoa, is a trust territory of the United States of America. The other side is an independent state. Even though we're separated, divided, the culture, the language remains the same. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you visit the islands of Samoa, when you arrive in our villages, just like you are right now in this setting right here, one of the most important part of the welcome protocol is when we invite the talking chief to share with you a very special speech. We call it La Uma Whenua Inga. There's two kinds of chiefs. We have the high chief or the ali'i. He presides over the affairs and special occasions. Then we have the Tula Fale, the speaker, the orator of the village. This is Chief Vaifale, ladies and gentlemen. Before he delivers that speech, let me explain the Chief Iotala, along with some of the implements that he must have when he delivers that speech.
Shake it. Side to side. And here we
Hey! Hey! Ho!
Terrible.
But thank you very much for your participation, ladies and gentlemen. The chief from Kansas City.
Are you not entertained? Talofa! Oh, come on, Talofa!
Aloha.
You know, today is your day. You like it or not, you chose to be here. There's no other choice but to have a good time. You ready for a good time?
Yeah.
You're in the right place. This is Samoa. Everybody say Samoa.
Samoa.
You want some more? I mean, there's a lot more to share with you. Our culture is alive. Our language, our chief system. The young man gave the speech. Come to line of chief and one day become a chief himself. We're cooking some fruit today. We built the green bananas. We're going to boil it. We're going to add the coconut milk. It's ready after this. All the things we share with you today, my friends, is today. Welcome to Samoa today. Although it's already tomorrow there, it's still today. This is a day ahead of us. Today we want to take you back. I think we need to go back to go forward. Take you back to the plants. Our culture is a plant-based culture. If there's no plant, there's no culture. We have this knowledge of the plants we'd like to share with you today. There's no plant, there's no house, there's no canoes, clothing, food, medicine, so forth. So we'll share with you a few plants and their uses, but really put the emphasis on one particular plant or tree. In Samoa, the tree is referred to as the La'auleola, the tree of life. You hear that? That's the sound of the tree. Young, strong, still growing, trying to figure out what's going on with life. That's him. This is the tree. This is the coconut tree, the tree of life that gives so much and much, much more and never stop giving. We use every part of the tree. Today we share that knowledge of the tree with you. Go home and share with your friends if you have friends. Coconut is a seed. It germinates, becomes another tree. And today, my friends, let's celebrate the life of the coconut tree along with other plants. First, you must know that the coconut tree has no season. When the tree starts to bear fruits, it doesn't stop. Every single leaf gives at least 10 coconuts. You can see it up there. Every leaf is a bunch and started way down below. When that tree trunk is about 3 feet above the ground, the tree starts to bear fruits, and it hasn't stopped yet, and it won't stop until the tree dies or you cut it down and use it for other things. So let's break it down for you. The roots, medicines. Tree trunk is solid piece of wood, long, straight, beautiful grain. You can carve, you can build anything with it. You can also cut a small piece and use it as a weight to work out with. People ask us constantly, you guys work out? I say we work way out. You have no idea how out we work and how late we stay out now that school is out. Look at the abs on these young men. A couple abs, I mean, there's one big ab over there, one ab here, one over there. There's a bunch of abs right over here. These abs are free. Download the apps anytime. If you have iPhone 10. I mean, it's not available. Steve's job, then it finishes somebody else's job now. You can sit on it and think about nothing because you have a smartphone to think for you. An iPhone, iPad, iTouch, iThis, iThat. This thing is going too far. I mean, we spent with 2 eyes, Wi-Fi instead of a wife. Now we got a selfie with a stick. I mean, how selfish life is becoming. Self-centered young men, get a life, get to work. Don't be a burden to society and families. Clap if you want. I know you want to clap. Moving up to the leaf of the tree, a young chief here weaving a cute little basket that one of you will take it home today. Who wants a basket? Everybody wants it. We're going to have to cut it up. You can take a piece of it home. Just tell your friends and family that this is the piece of the basket. I got a headband. We got something coming out to you. Whoever deserves it gets it. If you don't get one, today's not your day. I'm just kidding. Look at the house. The whole roof is coconut leaf. The blinds are coconut leaf. The mat you sleep on is coconut leaf. The tray you eat from is coconut leaf. The hat you wear is coconut leaf. And the list goes on and on. Check this out. There's one single leaf will help you understand a little bit more. What I do here, tear the leaf off like this, and you braid the ends, it becomes a skirt all the way around. You wear it as a shirt. The fishing method in Samoa called the lau or the huki lau in Hawaii. This is the leaf we fish with. That is a Q-tip right there, my friends. Believe it or not, a Q-tip. At the other end is a toothpick right here. So it goes in there and it goes right in there. Huh? Pretty cool. Buy one, get one free. Huh? It's long enough to reach the other side. It goes all with it. Huh? A fork to eat with, a comb to comb your hair with, the broom to sweep with. In Samoa, this is the broom. This is every child's nightmare is the broom. It's really funny now. It wasn't funny growing up. Yeah, it just hit me. Back to the basket. Every young man must know how to weave the basket. If you don't know how, it's embarrassing because it's a measurement of your knowledge. You can't weave your basket. How do you carry rocks and firewoods, coconuts? The children that cannot walk or carry a basket. So the young men work in the farm, gather all the food, and they walk for miles and miles with this load. In this long walk, they actually stop and post. Check this out. Do you know how many books written about Samoa? Quite a bit, and nothing about this part. These guys are so full of themselves, they will fill the books. They're in the middle of nowhere posting, and nobody cares. Just hurry up and get to the village and cook the food they're ready for you. In Samoa, we believe that everything was in place from the beginning of time. Everything was in order in our society, especially the family. Everybody has responsibility. The young men's role, they're the providers. They're the fishermen, they raise the animals. They plant the food, they cook the food, and then they serve the food in the house. So in our homes, your grandparents, your parents, your sisters eat first. It is indeed the most beautiful part of our culture to see these young men serve their families with great respect. We've been taught every day, your mother's voice, loud and clear. The people you serve today serve the people before us. Now it's their turn to be served, and then one day your turn will come. And because of that, I know for a fact our culture is alive today and hope it lasts for a very long time. So when you get home, make some changes. Let these young men cook. Let them serve the food. Come on, give it up for the young man sitting next to you and those waiting at home for the new instructions. Women have their place in every society, and that's very true. In Samoa, your mother, your sister is compared to the people of your eye. That means your relationship is very sensitive, and you're quite protective of that relationship. So in Samoa, everybody knows this. Never disrespect anybody's mother or sister. It's the last thing you want to do. It might be the last thing you do. Your mother gave birth to you. That's pretty amazing. Besides that, they do much, much more. Our clothing. This is polyester cotton mix right here. This is a bark of a tree right here. That is a leaf of that tree right over there. The sound that you hear, that I hear right here in my ears, is the alarm system. There's a hurricane coming, run for your life. I'm just kidding. In Samoa, the sound of celebration. There's a day set aside in the village for the women to display the work. It's an event to witness. People come to see the work of the women of this village. So besides that we wear them, it's valuable. It shows up in weddings, funerals, a birth of a new child. The bigger the mat, the softer they are, the more intricate you put them together, the more valuable they are. Tedious work. I'd rather cook and get it over with and do that. Give it up for the women and their precious role and much, much more they do for us every single day. And the basket is done. Check it out. Who wants a basket? We'll email it to you. Moving on to the coconut and the fruits of the tree. Show you. Before rugby and football, it was coconut. You get hit in the head and the right spot, game over. You don't have concussion, you have a split headache. Half go that way, the other half go that way. This is ripe. When they're ripe, they turn brown like us, and some of you are not ripe yet. I'm so sorry it won't happen today. To husk it, we use this. We'll call it melei. Ever say melei? In English, sharp stick. In Spanish, palo afilado. India, lucky day, Filipino, materials, Tagahoy, Korea, Chinese, Japanese. First step, right here. Was it down on the side? Chin up. Before we kick it through the window, they're next to the door that's always open, have an open door policy. Let's talk about the coconut husk. When the coconut ripens, the husk dries up. You can use it for all kinds of things. Before it ripens, take the husk to the ocean in the salt water, soak it for a couple of weeks, take it out, you pound on it, you clean it up. It comes dental floss, hair replacement, hair extension. And that's what you look like. Operation gone wrong. You look like a dog in a dog show. There was no nails. It was the rope from the husk that ties everything. The house, the canoes, the airplanes, the tools, the weapons, the tools, whatever. That's not